Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to work on Canadian band out of Vancouver, 5440, One Day in Your Life, off the 1987 record Show Me, Song 1, Track 1. Let's get to it. Okay, so we are playing a beautiful Sonic Blue Strat. The 5440 boys are kind of Fender people, I think. um, I'm on the bridge, and I will go through what the effects are. But first, typical to what I do, it's the lessons that I do are the song itself is not difficult. Finding any stitch event information was pretty much next to impossible, like impossible right there. And this is how much I found. But based on some tabs, actually one tab, this guy's tab, Eric W. Eric W. Your tab from 2015 has been posted on half a dozen different internet sites, and everybody in the comments are begging for it. So get to it where you watch mine. But so based off the video, listening to the original album, and then some live footage, I believe. But all the live footage is like crappy cell phone stuff. There's nothing official, and there's nothing from the original guitar player, Phil Comparelli. It's all anything that I find live is the new guy that's touring with him now. But I think I've got it. Okay, so it starts off with that, and I believe it's like either a synthesizer or a drum or even a really synthesized guitar, but it's kind of got that like it's definitely electronic or digitized somehow, but live they do play it, and they do like a right. So that's what they end up doing live. On the studio recording, there is and I'm using an MXR, not much on that. I tried it with my ear said it was either a phase or a Univibe of some variety, but after listening to this, I'm very certain it's a phase. So I'm going to leave it on for that digitized part. Live, they don't use it anymore, but here it is. So that's pretty much the beginning intro, the going into the guitar intro, and then the beginning of the verses, or the front half of the verses. There's two halves of the verse. I'm gonna turn the phase off just because it it sounds fine without it. There's a bit of dirt on this, but really not much. It's quite clean. So we're gonna it's that synthesized thing that I think is not a guitar. When they play it live, they are doing this. So what is that? It's on the B of the A, so second fret, and the open D, and it's da 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 da, right? And then that goes into the opening riff. Now, originally, before I sat down to try and learn this and look online, I had thought that it was up here. And let me turn the phase back on. Now, I believed it was there just based on that slide. That you can get that down there, but you got to really be deliberate to it. So the opening, turn the MXR off. It's just that B to an open D. So you're going to take that. Just invert the bar. It's like a bar chord, but you can invert it. So you're on that. The fourth, which is an F sharp of the D, and you're on the A, which is the second fret of the G. But make sure you slide. Okay, and do it again. And then open D. And the thing that with it is there's no chords yet. The chords come a little later, and even then I don't think they're like deliberate chords. I think they're just sort of like, they're getting broader with it. So and then the one day in your life, it's the same. And then they do that twice, and then there's the second half of the verse does like a little. And there's a little D in there because it's syncopated to the verse. So one day that you might. And it's not a full D in root. That doesn't play the E string, so it's just the two. And then they do the chorus twice, and if I woke up tomorrow with my head stapled to the carpet, I wouldn't be more surprised than what this chorus actually is. I thought for sure there was like a D to a B to an A, because it's not at all. It's a B minor to an E minor to a D. That's what's going on under the one day. It's unbelievable that it's a B minor. But trust me, it is. I found I saw a solo acoustic thing with Neil, and those are the chords. So B minor. Now I think he helps out with that because it's this note here, right? He's playing an acoustic on the record. He plays it electric live now. And the lead does a. And then they go back to. They do that twice and they go back to the. Now, I will show you something that. And again, I don't know if Camporelli plays this on the record, but this is how it's done live now. That when Neil is doing One Day in Your Life. The new lead players. Right. So that again is like 100% no idea if that's on the record. It's a B bar, and you're going to put your pinky on the A fifth. Then you do an A power. And everything else is the same. I highly doubt he's doing that for the... when this is so easy. Like, it's so much easier to palm mute it there, but I thought I'd throw that in there in case you watch the live version. Like, hey, that guy's wrong. I don't know if it's on the record, but they do it live. Okay. So comes out of the... So, sorry. Then the chorus... and the lead. And do that twice, and then they go back into the... And now more things are coming into it. There's more, so... And I think actually he's doing that inverted power chord again, and maybe even adding that third, the middle finger on the third of the B. I know Neil plays that more chords in the, he fills it out a little bit more when he's playing it live. And then it goes into the One Day. And then the bridge, the part where he says, go back, there's nothing you can do about that. Go back, the only thing talking Palk's back. Goes back inside, so much inside you. And then back into the, and then it goes into the solo. So that is an E minor to a D, E minor to a D, and E minor to a G to the A. Let's see if I can stitch it all together. So. And then the band goes back into the One Day. Sorry, that's sloppy. But there is a solo, and it's so hard to pick out because the rhythm guitar is doing the lead guitar is doing the normal lead guitar. Everything that's normally under a chorus, but then there's another guitar that's doing like a... And again, it's the same notes. It's an E to an F sharp. Up here on the E, it's on the G, right at the 9 to the 11. There's a little bit more in there, but again, there's horns and there's busyness and the Neil. And then at the very, very end, and this is only, and the live version guy now, he just does he stays down there in that G, and he cranks up a bit of overdrive, and he stays down there. But I definitely hear And Phil Camparelli, in the outro of the video, he's definitely playing something here at the 7th, and those are. He definitely, his hand is doing like a. It's so hard to tell, but you watch the live version now, and the guy that they got with him now, he does the whole solo. With a bit more dirt, it doesn't sound so quacky and sloppy. And then the outro, it's finally they go back to the. They all finish on that modified D. Osborne now sometimes in live version does like a take that D. That, my friends, is the whole thing. Again, not difficult to play. A couple pieces to stitch it in. A couple pieces that I am absolutely dumbfounded are there at all. And then a couple pieces, no matter how much I tried and listened to it, I could not find the definitive, what the hell is he doing? So with that, that should get you through if you just want to play it live, play it in your basement, play it in your underpants, whatever. Play safe.